sitting in his company in a circle when Sayyidina Jibrail Amin came. And it is narrated by Sayyidina Abu Huraira, one day while the Prophet ﷺ was sitting out for the people, a man, the angel, Jibrael, came to him and asked, "What is the faith?" "Ya Rasulullah, what is faith? What is Iman?" Allah's messenger replied, "Faith is to believe in Allah, His angels, believe in the meeting with Him, and His messengers, and to believe in the day of resurrection." Then he further asked, this was the question about Iman, and this was the answer. Then he asked, "What is Islam?" Allah's messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, "Islam is to worship Allah alone and none else, to perform the salat, the prayers, iqamatus salat, to pay the zakah, and to observe the sawm, the fasts, according to Islamic teachings, during the month of Ramadan." Then he further asked, and that was the third question, "What is ihsan?" Perfection, or beauty of Iman, or perfection of Iman, or excellence of Iman. What is the excellence and perfection? Allah's messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, "To worship Allah as if you see Him." As if you see Him. And if you cannot achieve this state of devotion, if you cannot achieve this state of vision, then you must consider that He is looking at you. These are the three main points which we are going to discuss today under this hadith. So three questions were asked. Al-Iman, Al-Islam, Al-Ihsan. Imam Muslim has reported the same, but with a different order. According to Sahih Muslim, the first question asked was Al-Islam. The second was Iman, and third was Ihsan. Reply given by Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam on the question of Iman, faith. You have already heard. The tenets of Islamic faith was explained by Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam as an answer to that question. That was the Tawheed and Risala, and believing in the angels, and life hereafter, and revelation, and the books revealed to various messengers. And again it is explained in the Qadr, the predestination. So all basic tenets of Aqidah, basic tenets of faith, primary and fundamental and basic tenets of faith were positively mentioned by Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a part of Iman. Now, he asked the second question about Islam. What is Islam? So there was a place to understand Deen. Imam Bukhari, in the end, he has brought a word. He says, "Ja'ala zalika kullahu min al-iman." And Holy Prophet says that all of these three things were made the part and parcel of Iman. And in the end, what did Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam say himself with his own words? He said, "Haza Jibrael." When he, after asking the question and getting the answer, he went away, Holy Prophet asked, "Do you know who he was?" The companions answered, "Ya Rasulullah, we don't know." He said, "Go and call him." When they went outside, they couldn't find him. Came back, Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "He was Jibrael." Haza Jibreel jaa yu'allimun nasa deenahum. He was Jibrael and he came to teach you your deen. I am giving you significant points one by one in a sequence, in an order. if it's better if you could write them down. Holy Prophet ﷺ declared all these three things as the basic part of deen. The word yu'allimun nasa deenahum. So Holy Prophet ﷺ has declared that Iman is deen, Islam is deen, and Ihsan is deen. There can be no dispute and misunderstanding on that subject. Holy Prophet ﷺ has declared the whole sum of Iman, Islam and Ihsan as a deen. Deen as a totality. The first question when it was asked, Holy Prophet answered the tenets of faith. These were the basics of Aqidah. Iman. It is finished. Now there was definitely a room for another question, because anything related to the practice, related to amal, was not mentioned in that question. So when he asked, Mal Islam, then Holy Prophet ﷺ mentioned the 5 fundamentals of Islam, the basic and fundamental practices of Islam. Aqidah was the foundation. It was an act of heart, foundation, act of faith. Then there was the building, construction based on 5 pillars, 5 fundamental practices of Shahada, and then Iqamatul Salah and Ita'ul Zakah and Sawm and Hajj. That is mentioned in other hadiths. Hajj is also added. So, by answering these 2 questions, apparently, some people who deny the existence, the significance, the relevance, and the need of the third aspect in deen, it is very important for them to understand that apparently Aqidah and Amal, all basic and fundamental needs, basic and fundamental ingredients, basic and fundamental elements which constitute the body of Iman and which constitute the body of Islam, they have been mentioned. Even then Sayyidina Jibrael, he asked the third question, then, Ya Rasulullah, what is Ihsan? It means that according to him, there was still a room, a place left, something was left in deen. After Iman and Islam. Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he would have said, answered, Jibreel, what are you asking about? Deen is just either Aqidah or practice. The basic ingredients, the basic tenets of faith I have given to you, and the basic fundamentals of Islamic practice I have already mentioned. So nothing is left, and deen is complete. Deen is complete, nothing is left. There is no need of asking any third question. No need of asking any third question. Still he asked, and Holy Prophet ﷺ replied. It means that there is a place of third thing. So to consider that just deen is just either the Aqidah and the practice, and nothing else is needed in Islam. And whatever you add in Aqidah and the practice, then that would become bid'ah, innovation. That would become an addition. So that is totally wrong. This amounts to maazallah, rebuttal of the Prophet's order, commandment. So third question was asked, what is ihsan? What is the excellence? What is the perfection? You tell me, is there no perfection in Aqidah and Iman? Does Iman lacks perfection? What is Iman? It is Tawheed. It is Risala. It is faith and belief in life hereafter and all the basic tenets which are supposed to be believed in. And when you say Iqamatul Salah and Ita'ul Zakah and Sawm and Hajj of Ramadan,